Hello everyone. So this is a continuation of my previous video where we walked through the single node Openstack Icehouse install. So now we will try the multi-node Icehouse install. The OVA for the compute instance is specified here. Um, since these OVA files are pretty big, um, another way to instead of downloading the compute instance separately, you can clone the controller instance and modify the local RC file. That's kind of can be taught from here actually. So that is another way where you don't need to download a 2.5 gig OVA file here. So we've already started the control instance. So that is already running here. So previously we did check the hypervisor list. So we have the one hypervisor that is running. So we'll go to the virtual box and spin the compute instance. Let's start that. Okay, the compute instance is up. So it's instance. The first thing is let's look at the networking settings here. So yeah, it's similar to the controller instance. There are two network interfaces, one NAT interface, and the other one is the host-only interface. So let's local file on the host-side directory. Uh, so yeah, these are also pretty standard, the credentials, the login. Okay, so this is the section which you would need to edit. So the host IP is the IP address of the current VM. In this case, for my case, it is already 56.102. I don't need to change anything. The service host is the IP address of the controller instance. And if from the previous, if you look at the controller instance VM, we already see 56.101. So that is, you would need to change it for your controller instance IP address. And from the services, there are minimal number of services that needs to be present in the compute instance, and the change is already, I have already made the changes for the minimal services that are needed. So let's stack it. So this is going to be much faster because the number of services that are going to be started here in the compute instance are much lesser. Uh, so it's going to be much faster. Uh, Currently it's configuring Nova and it's starting the Nova instance. Okay, so now stacking is done. It only took around 21 seconds to finish this. So now if you go back to the controller instance and look at the hypervisor list, so we see two hypervisors. One is the virtual box, which is this current controller node, and there is the virtual box one, which is the computer instance which is being started actually. Right? So I have logged into the Horizon interface. First, let's look at the hypervisors. I see two hypervisors listed here. One is the virtual box and the virtual box one. And just looking for the project tab instances. Previously, we have deleted all the instances. Currently, there are no instances that are available. So I'll try to do a launch instance. Uh, here I'll do the same 5 instance and boot from the source. And let's say launch. So now, what we're going to see different from the single level install is that VMs will be spread between the uh, two, the one is the compute host and the compute host is part of the controller node. So it will get spread between the two. And the way to see that, there are two ways to see that. So if you go to admin, and if you look at the instances, here it's going to tell us, which is the host on which the VM is created. And if you can see, there are two of them that are created on the VirtualBox 1, the three of them are created on the original uh, controller node. And we can also see the same from going here and creating, looking at the VM list here. So it sees that VMs are spawned in this. Now we go back to the compute node. We have to enforce the script. Here on this compute node, there are two instances that are running, and yeah, everything else remains the same. It's just that the VMs get spread between the two nodes using the scheduler option that we specified in the controller node with a lot of those here. The one other thing I wanted to show here is if you go and look at the topology, it would still very much remain the same as the previous single node install. So here we see the 5 VMs that are in the private network, but it's just that these 5 VMs are spread between the two hosts. That's the only difference. Thank you for watching.